Hi, I'm Diane Gehart, and today I wanted to just talk a little bit about my textbooks for counseling and psychotherapy. And sometimes there's confusion about the differences and actually understanding all that comes with and is part of the book. So the two counseling theory texts I have, one is Theory and Treatment Planning for Counseling and Psychotherapy, and the other is Case Documentation in Counseling and Psychotherapy. So the Theory and Treatment Planning book is designed typically for students before they go out to the field, but it introduces them to all the major theories in the field, starting with psychoanalytic, the humanistic approaches, as well as the CBT and the postmodern. So all the different approaches that are typical in counseling and psychotherapy first-year textbooks. And it also, though, introduces them to case conceptualization as well as treatment planning, so that students begin to get a sense of how to apply these theories before they even go to the field and understand how the theories conceptualize and structure and approach working with clients. So it goes beyond just the typical theoretical concepts, big help to introduce students to applying it. The case documentation book is designed for students who are in the field, and it introduces them to, in a lot of detail, to all the different major applied case documentation forms, including the treatment plan again, as well as progress notes, going over the HIPAA compliant progress notes, and clinical assessment, including DSM-5 diagnosis, as well as theory-specific case conceptualization. So this book goes over reminds students of what the theories are, and then talks about how to apply it, including how to, for example, write a progress note, let's say for human person-centered therapy, and how to write the progress notes so that they clearly reflect the person-centered approach, or the psychodynamic approach, or the CBT or solution-focused approach. And so it talks about how to take all those theories and apply them into the clinical forms that they will be using in the field. This book also goes into how to work with your supervisor, and talking about the supervision relationship and experience, and even the whole process of being a trainee or an intern, and how to approach that in a proactive, healthy way. It also talks about how to measure your client's progress, using brief measures and simple ways to do that to help strengthen their approach. So that's the difference between the two books, but there's several features that they both share in common. The first is in the fall of 2017, a video series was released that goes with the text that faculty can access for free to stream in class. And these are designed to be relatively short, 30 to 45 minutes, and they're also designed to teach students a specific clinical skill. And so faculty can use this to help their students begin to develop some practical, common skills that you would see in the field. In addition, I think my favorite part of the video series is after the therapists work with the clients and do a demonstration of the intervention, that there is a debrief afterwards with the clients about their experience and how they experienced the intervention in the mini session. And the clients typically steal the show in terms of really being able to explain what it's like, how it affected them, and their reaction to it is just so, I think, the most educational part of these videos. So both books will have access, and instructors will have access to these videos. Another unique feature in the text is that they both come with clinical forms. And so the forms that we talk about in the case documentation book, as well as the treatment planning book, they're actually forms you can download from Cengage and also the masteringcompetencies.com website. Students can download these, fill them out. They have drop boxes, but it helps enable them to actually apply this. And along with that, there are scoring rubrics for faculty to use that are correlated to all four disciplines: psychology, social work, counseling, and family therapy. The rubrics are correlated to the learning outcomes, standards, and competencies that are part of these four major mental health disciplines. So faculty can use this both for student learning outcomes at their university, as well as pursuing national accreditation by the four major accrediting bodies in mental health. So hopefully it reduces faculty workload just a little bit, which I think is an important thing. Along with that, there are significant, every section and every theory has a section that discusses how to apply it with diverse populations, including cultural diversity, gender identity, and sexual orientation diversity. So there's a review of how these are used, as well as a review of the evidence base. And there are also evidence-based treatments that are highlighted in the textbook, including trauma-focused CBT, which is one of the most widely used evidence-based treatments for working with children who've experienced trauma, and also dialectic behavior therapy, which is an evidence-based treatment for borderline personality disorder, one of the most difficult disorders to treat, and it's also being used with a wide variety of other disorders as well. So in addition for faculty, in addition to the scoring rubrics, for faculty there are PowerPoints that are designed and ready to go for you. There are sample syllabi, there are test banks, and there are web quizzes to help get you going and hopefully set up your class quickly. And for the students, many students report that what they really like most about the book is that throughout, at many points I talk directly to them. I try to make the book engaging and fun. I also use a very, I guess, distinctive template in terms of how I talk about the different parts. We talk about the juice of the theory being, the most unique feature and probably the most influence in the field in general from the theory. We talk about the doing is the interventions, the seeing is the case conceptualization, and kind of using this template that I use across all the books, including also my family therapy books. It's a very standard template. They find it easy to compare and contrast theories and to track the ideas and when to use what when. So, and the students also like being able to fill out the forms and feeling like they're developing skills that really relate to what they'll be doing in the field. So, that's a quick introduction to my counseling and psychotherapy texts, and I hope you find this useful in understanding how to get the most out of these books. Thank you.